In this video, I'll be making a head-to-head hook and ring game, which is a popular bar game around us. This is a simple project that can be made with some leftovers from the end of a project, though for this one I'm using part of a nice black walnut board. The first step is laying out the cut marks for the different pieces, the dimensions of which you can find in the description below, along with a parts list of everything needed to make your own. The thickness of the pieces isn't really critical, something about 1 inch is sufficient. Because these boards have a rough mill edge, I clean them up with the table saw before cutting the final width. After cutting the width, I trim one end of the board square before laying out the cut length. To form a decorative edge on the pieces, I run a heavy 45-degree chamfer on one face. To save on sanding, I ran a final skim pass on the chamfer as well. For the other side of the pieces, I did a light chamfer just to ease the edge. The top and bottom pieces will hold the upright post, so they need a pair of centered 1.25" diameter holes drilled in them. The hole should be about 3/4 inch deep if using 1 inch thick material. I'm using a 1.25 inch black walnut dowel for the post of this, so I cut it to length. For sanding these, I only go up to 150 grit, since I found that results in an acceptable surface finish with the polyurethane I use. Since the ends of the posts are glued into the top and bottom pieces, I mask these off when finishing. I applied 3 coats of finish, sanding with 220 grit paper after the first coat to knock down any raised grain. The traditional way of keeping score for this game is a board with 5 recesses in it, sized for a standard shot glass. I lay this out on the scoreboard using a combination square and dividers. The recesses that worked for me were 1 3/8 inch diameter and about 1/4 inch deep. After the finish is dried, it's time for assembly. I used tape to mask off around the hole here, but I found this isn't really necessary. Clamping this into place is tough to do without skewing the post, so I just press it in by hand and plumb the post by eye with a combination square. When the glue dries in one piece, glue the post into the other in the same manner. Next is to add the screw hooks that hold the top end of the string. I located these 1 inch in from the ends of the top pieces on the underside. The hooks that catch the rings are located 3.5 inch up from the top of the bottom piece. Time to add the rings to the game. For this, I'm using some braided fishing line because that's what I had on hand, but anything like that will work fine. The trick to tying these is to make the line just long enough that the ring can catch on the hook without making it too easy. It's a fun game to play when you're out at a local beer garden, or, heck, even just in the backyard on a nice day. Thanks for following along with this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.